Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome on this wonderful sunny day in Azerbaijan for the Grand Prix broadcast. I'm Kenny Charter, and I'm joined by Kevin Korstein in the booth. How are you doing, mate?
Yeah, hello. Good to be back on the commentary booth with Kenny, of course. Let's see who will win this race. So for a lot of safety cars. As we get to see the circuit map now, we have 20 corners. Can't say the last one is a corner. More like 19. More like 19
It's
corners. Choose
basically a
so
track that is split in two halves. One half that is maybe the fastest we have in the calendar. It's from, let's say, turn 15 to turn 3, or turn 16 to turn 3, and then the slow section from turns 4 to 15 including the castle sector, let's say, from the turn 7 to 8 straight to turn 12, a pretty well known sector. Quite funny that in that castle sector they count 3 turns, like 3 corners, in literally 150 meters. It's quite funny because it's basically a straight line. Strategy-wise, we are expecting, as often on this track, that doesn't wear out the tires too much. Well, more than half of the lap distance is basically done on a straight line, so it's not too much of a tire burner, and one stop is expected with more or less an undercut. If the conditions get too warm, it could be tricky to take the hards all the way to the end, and so in that case we would see a late run on softs. Of course, the strategies could be very well to be adapted depending on eventual race incidents. Now to the starting grid for today. We have Riley Swenson and Eetu Väisänen both starting from the back row after the million spots of penalties they got, respectively. Aaron Eigen, Robin Geisner will share the 9th row. Duarte Sardinia, Liam de la Cruz will start from P15 and 16. Both Kicksabers starting from a long way back. And de la Cruz, is he going to continue his streak of either podium or no points? That's gonna be a question. Wesley van der Steen, Lucas Wright, starting P12, 13. I forgot to mention Sam Fact in P14, who's been struggling in qualifying for quite a while now. Jack Teff, the championship leader, is in trouble. His position is definitely threatened by Quarter Kevu today, as he's starting from only P11 after a disappointing qualifying session from Williams in general. Alpines were one of the satisfactions from Saturday, with both Maradona and Bayer in the top 10. Maradona with a Q3 after a wonderful lap in Q2. Verhaeren and Springfield on the 4th row, starting respectively 8th and 7th. The runner-up currently in the Drivers' Championship standings, Quarter Kevin will start 5th, Josh Nathaniel alongside him in 6th place. 2nd row with Jason Roy and Michael Zwart, who also has a potential really good opportunity today to close the gap to the championship leaders, and also an opportunity for McLaren on the Constructors' Championship side as Zhao Lei set the pole in astonishing fashion yesterday. Afonso Cashinho, second on the grid, his third first row of the season.
As we get to the grid now, the tone is set for this final dive in this European portion. Now 5 red lights come on. Let's see.
And it's lights out and we are racing in Baku. The FIST wars were a little bit cheeky with the red lights waiting for so long, but we are finally racing. Zhao Lei takes turn 1 in the lead, and we definitely have some... oh, what is going on behind?
Seems like there was something happening. Let's see now. It's Jack Def's on board. Did Jack Def?
Oh,
No.
Jack Def locking up and a little bit of contact with, I believe, was Sarah Springfield on the side. And that immediately created a gap behind Jack Def, if I'm not wrong. Straight from turn 1.
Yeah, but now
Already an incident. And there is actually a gigantic gap between, in fact, Lucas Wright, who's now 11th, and the rest of the field. And Springfield has damage now.
Damage on the front wing, on both sides of the wing.
And maybe even floor damage. What a shame for Springfield.
Jason second. Quartergable is up to P5 already. Talking about tires. Everyone is with softs apart from Quartergable, Philip Verhaeren, Maradona, Bayer, and Van der Stig.
Are they committing to... Well, does that mean that other teams are not committing to the one-stop?
It should be a one-stop. It's definitely a one-stop, but this track is not a tire race.
It's very, very warm today, so we might be surprised.
Degrees on track and the air temperature is 28 degrees right now.
We're lucky that parts of the track are well shadowed, and it will be more and more shadowed as the race progresses. DRS will be enabled at the end of this lap. Only 51 laps today, as we are racing on the second longest track of the season behind Spa.
Getting ready to do something. No, they're all waiting on DRS.
We can see on the pit straight how the cars are hugging the right side of the track the best they can.
Dive bomb by Jason Roy, Zhao Lei.
Jason Roy attacking in turn 3, not quite having the pace. Maybe outside of turn 4, is he able to get the better traction at the exit? Yes, he does. Zhao Lei will have to concede. And maybe he can retaliate on the next straight.
Racing Bulls with much. This is a Racing Bulls much needed points to get as far away as possible before the last round, because last round is double points, with 51 points being awarded for the first place.
50 points plus potentially 1 with the fastest lap. Is the fastest lap doubled in this rule? I do not know. I think it is doubled. Jason Roy trying to pull away.
Already pulled away. And Afonso has closed in on Zhao Lei again. So
surprising to see Zhao Lei not interested by hugging the DRS of Jason Roy.
And already you can see how Afonso is closing in. They have those upgrades here. As it seems, they are already trying an overtake to take back the position. He is side by side now. One has DRS.
The Haas car very fast in the straight. They found something this weekend. It's amazing to see. What a shame that Swenson couldn't really qualify because of the damage he had on the car.
We had the other McLaren at the same time trying to get the Quartergable's position here. B5, the McLarens have not shown themselves definitely. Zhao Lei now has time to tries something again. As we see on the background, Nathaniel is trying to move on Quarterkevu. Will it be done? No, Quarterkevu fights back. And Xiaolei has got the Afonso. As there is already a 2.5 second gap.
Jason Roy may be opting for an aggressive two-stop strategy and pushing from the gate. We know that Jason Roy likes the aggressive race strategies, and Quarterkevu, well, he's aggressive on the track, but we've seen more than once that he's able to preserve the tires to have a more defensive strategy in the first place. And he's opted for mediums at the start, so clearly shouting loud, I am committing to a one-stop, but who knows if he will. Could still be medium soft at the end of the day. That we never know.
Let's see.
Cashinho looking to counter-attack another time Xiaolei, who passed him back earlier.
Quarterkevu has closed in on Michael Spark, of course, so Quarterkevu is bringing Nathaniel with him.
And Michael Swart will have the DRS on this straight. Is Cashinho able to overtake Xiaolei? Well, the DRS doesn't give that huge of an advantage, knowing that the cars run a low drag setup anyway. So...
And Michael Swart is already looking to try something on Michael Swart, apart from that...
Oh, Kevu on the outside, maybe looking to steal the position, and he does! Kevu already cooking, overtakes out of nowhere in turns that literally... well, where overtakes normally do not exist.
Xiaolei now overtaking F1.
Xiaolei back to P2 and around the outside in turn 4 has better traction at the exit. And watch out because Kevu and Zwart are lurking behind. Is Kevu able to dive on the inside of turn 6? And he does! He's trying! And he doesn't have enough space at the exit of the next corner. But he has a better traction. And he's up to P3 on his mediums.
And wait,
what is he doing? And they're still side by side. And all the way into the castle section.
This is not the place to go side by side, but very brave, very brave.
And Cashinho still tries to defend his position, and maybe he will have an opportunity on the inside of the next turn. He's maybe trying to contest on the braking zone. No, and Michael Swart behind maybe will seize an opportunity to overtake Cashinho on his side. What is going on? We're only 3.5 laps into this race, and we've already seen more action than in the last 10 Monaco Grand Prix.
Quarterkevu will now close in on Xiaolei, instantly to push away with Racing Bulls. It's Racing Bulls 1-3.
What a lovely track to be racing on.
Does Quarterkevu have the DRS now to fight already? Yes, he does. He has DRS already. And look how close he is already.
Xiaolei is either preserving the tires or just struggling. If he's trying to one-stop with the softs...
On Afonso, Quarterkevu.
Kevu maybe diving in turn 3, in turn 2, sorry, not quite.
And Afonso doesn't still have DRS here, so Michael Swart would definitely be alongside of him. Quarterkevu is trying to dive bomb again. This time on the inside. No, Xiaolei defends hard. Afonso defends hard. Total is 8th and 9th.
An interesting point behind, the guys in mediums are definitely not losing time against the ones who started on softs. Jack Teff is still stuck in 10th position. Verhagen, Maradona and Bayer. Well, Maradona and Bayer haven't lost any position and they started on mediums. So maybe the mediums are just working so well and the softs are maybe overheating already. Could be one of the explanations of why Kevu was able to make early moves. Potentially the soft tires are overheating today.
Yeah, to see the Xiaolei's back rear view of Xiaolei. Quarterkevu is right behind him. He is ready to move with this medium fire. He is ready to use them to close in on Jason Roy. Of course, they are teammates this year. Next season they are not teammates anymore. So let's see what Racing Bulls can do here. They are gaining a lot on Williams. Jack Teff is P10 right now as an update.
Wonderful
Okay,
camera
so
shot with
there is a yellow
Kevu,
flag.
Zwart, and Casino visible from Zhao Lei's rear wing.
There is a yellow flag. We don't know what it is.
Yellow flag.
And it's Aegon. It's Aegon, and the Williams day will go even worse now. Ooh, is that
Oh,
gonna
a
do it?
spin! He did not touch the barrier, unlike Swanson yesterday. In the meantime, Kevu did not manage to overtake Zhao Lei quite yet.
Quartico will have another chance. This is the second fight of the DRS. Let's see if he's gonna type bomb him. No.
And Zhao Lei solid on the brakes.
Solid on the brakes and defense hard. 4.1 is the gap between Jason Roy and Zhao Lei already.
I'm telling you what, I'm not believing a second that in these conditions the starters on softs will be able to pass the one-stop
And
strategy.
look, everyone is closing in back again on the DRS. So now go for another lap. It's lap 6 out of 51. And already we are seeing some excellent move by the drivers. And actually Quartico and Zhao Lei are pushing away from Michael Zwart. Michael Zwart has lost the DRS.
Michael Zwart may be already suffering from overheating on his soft tires.
And actually he has
Information that we got also, Michael Zwart is using his Q3 softs at the start. So they had one flying lap, well, 3 laps of age, basically.
But let's see now. Quartico will get past here. We are now waiting for the DRS block to open. The DRS has opened. Quartico ducks back into the slipstream.
That McLaren is fast in the straights. Look at how fast it is.
And
this time, Kevu is maybe able to secure the overtake. Yes, he does.
Look at Michael Zwart already. Getting close.
Michael Zwart trailing closely.
I don't think he has
You
a
can-
chance here. Michael Zhao Lei now can fight back this position.
You can see that Zwart is already trying to find some clean air. Is must be suffering with the tires already. Zhao Lei trying to retaliate. This McLaren is flying in straights. It's awesome to see. It's so easy for Zhao Lei to retake a position if he wants to. That's why I was wondering why he did not try harder, or maybe he could not, to follow Jason Roy, because he could have easily followed his pace. Maybe he's just managing the tires into a potential one-stop strategy.
Let's see as we go for another lap here. This fight is not over yet, but Quartico and Zhao Lei have this exact same pace as it seems, because they are going away again. The Mercedes definitely is gaining on the first sector, but at the second and third sector they lose. We have seen that they are losing it always on the DRS, but losing it after sector 3.
And Casino might actually be trying to attack Zwart. And Verhaeren has closed the gap to Nathaniel.
Again,
The mediums are working hard.
Again, we see the same move from Quartico. This time he's not trying, he is waiting, he knows the second bite of the DRS is strong, we can see on the background.
And Casino trying on the inside of turn 1, but I believe Zwart has a better exit.
And now Quartico has another chance, let's see. This overtake will happen now, Quartico knows it, he waited for it, and you can see he's closing in. Does Zhao Lei have enough? Does he have enough?
And
No.
this time, Kevu commits to the overtake. And of course, now the challenge will be to hold the position. And Zhao Lei, well, says, hold my beer, I'm not giving you the position whatsoever. They're side by side again for more than 3 corners in a row.
Zhao Lei gave it up. And the Alpines are fighting each other. Teammates fighting each other.
I believe was Maradona already ahead of Bayer? I believe so. But they're on the same strategy, so they'd better not fight each other.
They better.
For now, at least.
Yeah, they better go let one car who's faster by and let them catch Nathaniel at least. That is the strategy for Jack F. To get by Bayer, he needs that.
And he has a major issue. He started on softs. And we can see that it was certainly not the right choice, at least for a one-stop strategy.
We go back to the
Because it will be a long way on the softs to reach at least lap 16, 17 to have any chance of
as we go back to
getting the horse at the end.
Here, Xiaolei is now fighting back with DRS. The McLaren is pretty good with DRS.
Trying on the inside.
He has type bombs.
So much top speed for the McLaren, and easy work for him to get the position back. And Michael Zwart on the outside of turn 1 managed just to get the 4th position back, but Casino hasn't given up yet. It's gonna be all the way into turn 3.
No, Michael Zwart has better traction,
but Casino has a DRS,
yeah.
and he's trying on the braking and gets the better for now. Oh, Zwart is trying on the inside of turn 4. This is a move that's happening a lot more than I expected.
And now finally Philip Verhaeren has closed him, and Nick Bayer
and Verhaeren passed Nathaniel earlier on, and now he's got a lot of pace on his mediums.
Alpine is still fighting, they are not giving up this one.
Oh, that was a little bit of a sketchy move from Donner. He almost spun on the curb. So Bayer passed.
Go back to the top again. Quartigewu nearly out of the DRS because Xiaolei has started pushing, but is it enough? We know what they're
Xiaolei trying to separate himself from Kevu.
No,
but I'm afraid this is not gonna be enough. Kevu's going to have the DRS and will come back. Easily.
So go back to the Fonso view, let's see. Michael Zwart now trying again the inside line. Is it gonna work out for Michael Zwart this time around?
Very clean pass.
But
very clean move from Zwart.
That's not over
the
yet.
Dutchman.
Afonso is coming back. Afonso has DRS again. And this time Afonso gets by. And actually this battle is not over yet because Quartigewu
and Kevu from 9/10 back is attacking already in turn 3. He's made so much ground back.
Yeah, the DRS effectiveness is working great, as I said last time around.
And all this battling benefits Jason Roy in front, who holds the 4-second lead for now.
And Quartigewu is passed again. Will Quartigewu push away now? Is the main question. And
I believe it's maybe a bit early for the mediums to have a significant advantage over the softs, but we've seen from the other drivers and mediums that they're already pretty much on pace and on par with the softs.
And now Quartigewu is not pushing away because he knows if he starts to push, he will take Xiaolei with him. But Xiaolei was pushing before. And they're actually dropping Afonso again. Afonso is not that fast as it seems, and they have dropped Michael Zwart now. And you can see how much the McLaren is closing in. But they are gaining time.
And Casino has now really dropped Michael Zwart.
Yeah, he has closed it fully. Xiaolei tries something here. No, he stays behind. He knows the DRS game here. And Philip
I believe he's staying behind to prepare an attack in turn 3 because he knows that, oh, Verhaeren faster than Zwart now and eats him easily.
And there it is.
He's on a wonderful pace now.
Xiaolei got past on the second DRS. Again, the yo-yo is going on. And again, the Alpines are fighting. What are they
Oh, they
doing?
almost made contact over there.
It's good to watch.
Mardon and Bayer side by side in turn 4, and it is Bayer who holds the better for now. Again side by side into turn 5 and 6, but this time...
What are they doing? We know it's good to watch, but what are they doing with the team? They are
I don't know. They're losing time. They're losing time, and in order to apply pressure on the guys on soft, they need to be efficient. They need to be fast. They shouldn't be fighting this much. They would be closer to Nathaniel, to Zwart, and be able to apply pressure.
As we see now, the latest lap time updates is finally getting to the table now, so everybody can see what the lap times are compared to others. And actually, Zhao Lei has dropped Quarter Devil and is closing in on Jason Roy.
Zhao Lei pushing a little bit harder now. Kevu maybe managing the tires for the strategy.
Actually, Alfonso has closed in Quarter Devil. Quarter Devil is managing tires as it seems, and Alfonso is using his tires. And Zhao Lei has closed the fastest lap of
Maybe also cooling the engine down, because that could be an issue. It's warm today. The engines are definitely taking a toll today with all those fast sections, and I would not be surprised if some teams lower the fuel flow.
And again, we are seeing the Alpines attacking each other.
In order to control the engine temperatures.
We have heard a lot of issues. Lucas Wright is one of them. He has reported issues on earlier laps. Springfield has reported some issues with her car. Sardinha and Egan has said that they have issues. Now, this is the battle for the top position. The other racing ball of Jason Roy, Zhao Lei behind him.
And Zhao Lei showed the whole Saturday that on paper, he is the fastest. He found something on his McLaren and with his driving style that suits this track. And he's maybe now finding the pace. The strategy was to save the tires a little bit early on. And now he is literally flying. Look at how fast he is in the straight. He completed the overtake even before the braking zone, regardless of how well Jason Roy tries to defend. And Zhao Lei is back to P1, where he started from.
Actually, he can push back, but Jack Def is pitted.
Jack Def pitting?
He's early. Is it too early?
That's definitely a two-stop.
And it's a hard. It's going so hard. It's too early.
It's the hard tire, but I believe this is for a two-stop.
Yeah,
Or
definitely.
is he trying the monster undercut to save some points? But I don't know. Seems like a desperate attempt to me. And it could be possible that the guys in softs are able to get the one-stop strategy working, but they should not pit this early. That's for sure.
And Liam De La Grasse is now up to P12. He's gaining ground. He's being fast again. He's bringing the Ferrari in places where it should be. And Bison is P15. Interesting.
Liam De La Cruz started from P15, I believe, and doing pretty good work so far.
Sardine High is replaying again with the same mistakes, the same issues that he has. Trying to work, the team is trying to do everything for him to finish.
On the other hand, Robin Geisler is having a pretty good race so far.
Afonso is pitting, meanwhile we are seeing this...
Casino choosing to pit, Josh Nathaniel choosing to pit as well. In the meantime... on hards as well.
Mediums for Nathaniel. This is a two stop. I don't think mediums can go this long.
Well, yeah, it's a very long way from mediums. I already struggle to believe that soft hards will make it to the end easily, but soft mediums, I don't think that's a possibility.
Yeah, definitely.
In Monaco it could be, but here, not sure.
No, definitely not. This is a two stop for Nathaniel. Maybe if he holds tires for long enough, he might be able to do, but that's a low chance.
And then it's not a great idea to pit this early when you know that incidents and safety cars and whatever can happen here.
They go back to the top. Xiaolei is again attacking Jason Roy. They are switching positions left, right and center. Quartergevo is at the background closing in on them. There is a yellow flag for something, we don't know what has happened.
Speaking of incidents, maybe I cast or cursed something again.
It's Väisänen, seems like, yes it is Väisänen what has happened. It's the same thing that...
Turn 16.
Yes it is, and he crashed.
Oh, he touched the barrier.
Yes.
At the exit of 16.
And he's still
Indeed, the cast or curse was real once again.
The damage is... How is the rear wing damage? Is my main question.
A nightmare weekend for Ferrari. And Väisänen, is he giving up? No, he's actually pitting for the tires.
Yeah,
Do they replace the front wing? Yes, they do, but he's still gonna have some rear wing damage. I guess it was damaged just with the shockwave, in fact. The energy that's gone through the car.
And yeah, Egan is already out of the race, so with these issues that he's having, let's see what happens. Philippe Verhaeren, meanwhile, is keeping up with Portugal. This time it's
And Lucas Riot keeps complaining about his car. Apparently, he's lacking of power. This sounds like an engine issue, but could also be related to something else.
Yeah, we will see when Robin Geisner reaches the straight line with DRS activated, then we will see what happens. Right now he's 1.4 off 1.5 already. Jason Roy is...
His pace is a low 49. It's a pretty slow pace, I'm afraid.
Jason Roy is going to mediums. Let's see now. Michael Swart is
Jason Roy to mediums.
Michael Swart is following.
So they do not believe in the soft hards.
When will Xiaolei now be? Is the main question. He knows.
And where will Jason Roy exit the pit lane as well? Because Casino undercut him and is on hards, and Jason Roy is actually ahead. So actually, Jason Roy was able to overcut Casino.
Yeah, but he has traffic. That's the main thing now.
But he's on fresh mediums now.
Yes, but still he has traffic. The DRS traffic, which is not good. Actually, even with this issue that he has, he's still overtaking. And another radio message from Lucas White having more issues with the car. What is happening with this Red Bull today?
And he's just driven at 47.3, which is the fastest lap in the previous lap. So I don't know what the issue is. But if it's power related and he's still able to do that, that tells a lot about the Red Bull pace today.
It's a gearbox issue. We can see already he can't go past. He can't go past. He can't cross to this sixth, and that's it.
Oh no,
And that's
Lucas right.
safety car.
And there is a safety car that is deployed because he's in the middle of the track, and it will take some time for the crane trucks to drive all the way there and get him.
Everyone is getting.
It's maybe an engine overheat because it doesn't look like.
That's a gearbox issue.
Or the gearbox but the gearbox is actually smoking.
I saw him downshifting before the retirement on the downhill. I saw him trying to downshift from the 7th to 1st, but the gearbox didn't react. He tried. I heard the clutch working, but no.
Indeed, I think you're right.
Yeah, I saw him from trying.
And so we have a safety car, and that means everyone who had not boxed yet will have pretty much a free pit stop. Look at Verhaeren actually pitted for softs.
Verhaeren changed the front wing.
He's fully committing into the two-stop now. So in this mayhem, it's hard to track who had a decent pit stop, who had issues in the pit lane, but we are now tracking the track positions and the strategies. So Xiaolei started on softs, is now on mediums. Verhaeren started on softs. No, sorry, he started on mediums and he has just put softs now, so he's not committing to the one-stop. He's trying to commit to a two-stop. As we have a replay of Sardinia's pit. And, uh-oh. Well, in F1 CC, when you have a replay of a pit stop, it usually did not go right. So Xiaolei started on softs, is on medium. Verhaeren started on mediums, has opted for the softs. Kev, who started on mediums, has now committed to the hard tires, and he's now the first among the hard tire runners. Cashinho pitted a little bit earlier, and well, except now the fact his tires are 4 laps older than most other cars, he is on hards and committing to the one-stop strategy. So is a Maradona, who I believe had a pretty fast pit stop as well as an overcut, thanks to the safety car against notably Nathaniel and Zwart. Bayer opted for the softs, which is a pretty strange decision, being so far back, but we will see how that unfolds. Jacktef already committed to the hards a long time ago and has the oldest hard tires of all the hard tire runners for now. And behind we have a cocktail of mediums and softs. Probably gambling for another safety car or whatever later in the race to do their second pit stop.
As you see, the Weisman's rear wing and the front wing, front bit is
pretty much cut in half.
Yeah, the front, you can see on the front middle part is actually there is a bit off from the car.
But even worse of an issue, I believe he's now lacking a DRS, and that's
yeah, you can see the part
game over.
Missing. There is a part missing from the Ferrari badge on the middle. Now when it comes, you can see there is a part missing.
Can we see it?
Yes.
It's hard to see, but I guess we will be able to see it later on.
Now we can see it. There is a part missing.
Yes, there's an under flap that is missing indeed on the left side.
And Springfield. With
right side, front wing damage.
Dagon with an engine issue, as he has report 1, and Sardin. The same thing, engine issues. Down the last ones to catch the...
By the way, for Lucas, right, we have a symbol that has been displayed by the FIA. It looks like... Yes, indeed. It looks like it's a gearbox issue. As you noticed earlier.
Yeah, we were on board with him, and I saw him trying to downshift, but the car didn't respond. And then gave the team radio saying that stop the car, stop the car. So he tried to downshift from 7 to first to go through the corner to the downshift, but the car didn't respond. Safety car restarts, it might be on the lap, or if if the car is not cleared away yet. Let's see if the car is cleared away or not. Seems yes, the car is away from the track, so we will see now. Is the safety car gonna go this lap? Or the next lap.
There wasn't any debris, and of course now the car, the Red Bull from Lucas Wright
And still one more lap.
has been taken out, so...
They are clearing the track. So
Oh, there was maybe oil on the track, you're right, they might need to clean up, might be taking a bit more time still.
yeah, that's true. But yeah, the issue was pretty strange from the on-board. Everything seemed okay, but yeah, downshifting is or looking like disappointing day for him, of course, in the Red Bull, but nothing he can do. Another mechanical fault for him this season.
You can see that Jaulet on the mediums is not at all heating up his tires, he's just preserving every bit of his mediums because he's now committing to reach the end of the race with his mediums, I believe. It's gonna be... It's gonna be a tall task for the mediums to reach the end. The hards are definitely reaching the end. But what about the mediums?
How much pace do they have? This is the main question now.
The other question is, can the mediums match the pace the hards will be able to put on the whole stint? Indeed, we have a little bit of cloud overcast now, but I'm wondering if the drivers on mediums will be able to manage the tires in a way that they don't lose much time.
We will actually see, because if there is another safety car, definitely all will be to another safety car. So another safety car is not out of the window, like we saw last week.
And it's maybe the safe/risky option. Taking mediums now guarantees you to have a first half of the stint that is going to be faster than the hards. So you have a better chance to have track position before an eventual next safety car.
And safety car is ending this lap. As now the safety car...
Xiaolei will dictate the pace.
Xiaolei takes over the safety car, as we say. He's now managing the pace. And look how close Philippe
It's in his best interest to not start too early, because all the guys behind him will have a slipstream, so it's better for him to wait as long as possible.
Yeah, it was the same like in Monza, but this time it's even more longer of a straight than in Monza. When will they go now? Everybody is looking out, of course.
Xiaolei has in his best interest to make this straight as short as possible for the guys behind, and a very good restart from Xiaolei. Actually surprised for Haran behind him. Kevu and Roy maybe with a chance to attack from the turn one.
And Farah, and he's actually dive bombing, trying. Kevu is actually
And Kevu around the outside, maybe trying a move already. He has a better traction at the exit of turn 1. But Farah has more grip for now.
Yeah, I see he was struggling, and there is a crash.
And another yellow flag, another incident. There was maybe a collision at the back of the pack. Something must have happened behind.
Nathaniel was stationary on turn 2. Let's see what happened. We saw it from the real track view. Ooh, into the wall.
Oh, he collided with the barrier. And we might have a little bit of a gap caused by this incident.
Yeah, it's a 4.7-second gap now. Nathaniel has formed a train behind him now. It's
even a miracle that the guys behind him did not collide, but nobody was able to dodge Nathaniel. They had to brake and stop and then restart. I believe only Maradona was able to dodge. Maradona was actually ahead.
Kevu holding Chaser Roy back. He needs to let Chaser Roy by now. Let's see what will happen now. As we get to lap 21, the DRS will open from next lap onwards. Because it was a safety car restart. We didn't get another safety car, but we got close to it. Let's see what will happen now, because Kevu will now get to speed because the hard tires are warming up. And actually Philippe Verhaeren is attacking Zhao Lei now on the outside. Is he gonna... He has some more top speeds. Mediums to softs.
And Zhao Lei is able to defend on his fresh mediums. If Verhaeren is not able to distance himself from the field with his softs, as he's committing into a two-stop strategy, that's gonna be tough for him. And Zhao Lei is pushing hard and pushing away over a 3-second lead now over Kevu. And Verhaeren has now passed Zhao Lei. He's leading the Grand Prix and he's now trying to pull away.
And Roy got that's Kevu, that was team orders. Kevu didn't put up a fight with him, that was team orders to let Roy die. They are on the difference thread.
And Roy will try to exploit his medium tires and maybe give a good slipstream to Kevu. It might not be even a team order, it might be just in Kevu's best interest to not fight and just follow. He knows his teammate has pace and he's on the softer tire, so I don't even think there's a need for a team order. It's just the cleverest thing to do at this point. No point to defend over your teammate for 30 laps and wear your tires.
Yeah, they would have fighted if, but maybe there was. We don't know actually. The team standing what team did. Actually, Kevu is on the DRS, so we will now see if Kevu is fighting back or not. If Kevu is not fighting back, then everything is fine. Let's see now. Kevu drop out the ESCs, but not fighting him. Michael Schwartz, meanwhile, boosting the fastest lap at dive bombing Nathaniel, getting the position from him. And actually, they have closed back in on the back. And Jason Roy is still ahead, and they are closing in. Both racing boys are closing back in on Zhao Lei. Bayer and Def fighting each other. Bayer got ahead of Def. De La Gas now fighting with Robin Geisner.
Is this race going to be an instance of Lion De La Cruz finishing a race and scoring points and not on the podium? A rare occurrence. It happened only once this season.
And you can see Racing Bulls, both Racing Bulls behind Zhao Lei now. Or only one behind, and no way he's gonna dive from here. He is looking to try something. Is he gonna dive from here? No. He was looking to try something. Maybe that was meant to scare Zhao Lei away. Let's see now.
And now Verhaeren is definitely
and
pulling away with a
already-
33.1 time.
And already
And-
pushing. But now, Xiao Lei has DRS.
Zhao Lei has DRS, so he will be able to at least defend against Kevu, who does not have DRS, I believe.
No, he doesn't have. We're just on board with him.
And Cashinho may be able to dive on the inside, and he takes the 4th position.
Yeah, Quartico.
It even got Kevu a bit scared, I believe.
Yeah, Quartico backed off from.
And Maradona is close behind. Would it be one of the first times Alpine is able to score points with both cars? But Bayer's on softs, so we'll need to stop again. Kevu gets the 4th position back.
They both scored points in one time, last time out. So Alpine has found some performance, or they did bring upgrades here to see something around it. So now Jason Roy is pushing to try and get Philip Verhaeren here, but the last off back. Lap 24, and Jason Roy has not catched Philip Verhaeren. Philip Verhaeren, the rookie, is leading the race. Zhao Lei now closing in, opening the DRS and flying past Jason Roy here. Afonso is trying again on Quartico, and Maradona has closed in.
And Maradona will have a chance at the next corner.
Yeah, definitely. But Quartico, we know Quartico. He's a mighty old fox.
He is taking care of his tires, maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah, he's time bombing again. He's doing the same thing like he did last lap. Does Afonso ever like learn about it?
He's already having a 3-second deficit to the both guys on medium's head.
And Quartico is still side by side with Afonso.
Cashinho has the inside of the next turn, so he will have the better, but Kevu has some ERS that he's spending here to keep the position. They almost made contact in turn 8, and in the castle section they're side by side. There's almost no space for 2 cars to be side by side here, but they're trying to pass the whole castle section side by side. And he will try again. Right now, he's 3 tenths behind. He has a perfect opportunity here with the DRS.
Philip Verhaeren is trying to run away with soft tires, but Xiao Lei and Jason Roy is not giving this one up. They are playing the DRS game. Jason Roy now trying to get past Xiao Lei here. Side by side. Is he ahead? No, he's not. Quartico is not trying this time. But Michael Smart has overtaken Maradona. So Michael Smart is P6 now. Let's see what Quartico can now do. Is he close enough to overtake Mike? Afonso Cashinho here. No.
Oh, he almost bumped the rear end. And behind Maradona, also Bayer and Nathaniel are trying to make their way back. Nathaniel has actually made his way all the way back from 4 seconds behind after his collision with the wall.
another lap now. Jason Roy here. Will he be able to overtake Xiaolei?
So it's a double two-way battle now with Zhao Lei and Jason Roy with the soft-medium strategy battling together. Cashinho and Kevu battling together on hards. And those two groups are now separated by 5 seconds. The gap is getting interesting for the medium guys.
Yeah, definitely they are pushing away as intended.
And nicely played by Racing Bulls to split their drivers on different strategies.
Yeah, that's actually a good strategy for them. And they can try and close in on the leader, or they will gain much points, much needed points. Bayer is radioing about his issue with the car.
And as far as I can see, oh, what a pass from Kevu again. And Cashinho is now trying to take the position back. We've seen this switch and switcheroo again a lot of times in between turns 4 and 7.
This time it's over. Kevu is ahead. And will Michael Sport try now something? No, he sticks behind.
Michael Swartz really close. And something to mention as well, Verhaeren does not have enough of, well, a satisfying enough lead with his softs, as he will need to pit again later on, maybe around lap 40 or 38 for another set of tires.
It's a 9.7 second gap to the hard guys fighting.
And even if he's on softs, he needs to manage his tires a little bit, because if he makes them overheat, he will lose performance and durability as well. So it is not an all-out stint either for Verhaeren on the softs.
Closing in really hard. Don't see a lot of these driver fighting shots.
We can see the Mercedes struggles a little bit at the exit of slow corners.
Yeah, they are struggling a lot with top speed too. So they have top speed, but they don't have cornering. That's the
yes, which actually hinders the top speed because of that. There's the struggle in slow corners has been a story since the beginning of the season.
And you can see the Red Bull is ahead, and Charlie actually has to defend because he got a bad exit. And there is the train. They are actually starting to close in 6.9 seconds. It was 7.0.
But Verhaeren is pulling away. And indeed, the mediums, the guys at mediums at some point will have to manage their tires, because it will be quite difficult to reach the end of the mediums. They might not even.
When Will Quartergate will start pushing, he's still holding his tires as it seems. He's not pushing away. Still waiting something. Alfonso is trying again, this time the outside line. He's keeping
And
behind. He knows.
And more than the tire preservation, they almost made contact there, and Cashinho makes the move around the outside, but he almost bumped the rear end of Kevu before moving on the outside. So I was saying that more than the tire preservation, the fighting makes them lose so much time as well. Jason Roy managed to overtake Zhao Lei for P2 in the meantime, as we're still seeing this wonderful battle between Cashinho and Kevu. They've been battling for forever now, since they exited the pit lane, basically, since the safety car restart. The Racing Bulls get so good exits of slow corners. It's actually crazy.
Haven't seen Racing Boys in a long time in the top of the standings like we have seen for the last 2 years. Has been crazy. And there is a safety car.
I have a yellow flag, and that's a safety car immediately deployed.
Ooh,
There's been an incident.
That's a red flag. That is a red flag.
What is going on? Are the cameras on Jack Teff?
Ooh, that's
Oh, Jack Teff collided with the wall at the exit of the castle section, and cars are blocked behind. It's quite weird because I could probably...
And that is a red flag. We have a red flag.
They could have driven to the left side, but anyway, the track is blocked with too many debris and the car on top. And there's probably some damage with the cars behind as well.
Again, on the onboard now. Yeah, a lot of oversteer apart from the corner. And that's it.
And this is important for the championship. He was about to maybe save a couple points. What a fumble from Jack Teff, crashing at a place where nobody ever crashed before.
If Kortekevu now plays P5 or more, he is gonna take the lead. We have a 10-minute window. We will now have a 10-minute window. We are still waiting. Def has crashed out, and we are now waiting. We have a yellow flag here, as everyone is now getting out of the cars, and we're waiting now. It's now a waiting game. Everyone has reached the pit lane.
It is now unsure what strategy the teams will now use. There are still a good 22 laps to 22 laps, or 21 probably, to make it to the end of the race. It's a big ask for soft tires, and which teams still have fresh mediums? Maybe Verhaeren has that, and his soft stint is a winning move now. Yeah, maybe.
Can we talk about Marathoner and Bayer being P7 and P8? What a race for Alpine so far.
Alpine managing to take advantage of this very surprising race. And the driver's been doing good work as well.
As we get the message from FIA, the race will continue in 1 minute time. So we are still waiting. We have 1 minute to wait until we get going here. The track has been cleared of Jack Teff. It's not looking good for Williams so far. The second part of the season is not good for him.
And it is not pace-wise that it's worrying, but they're fumbling so many opportunities that, well, Jack Teff's got away from trouble in the first part of the season quite much. Now, the scenario is completely reversed. He's getting in trouble more and more. It's his first DNF of the season.
Let's see.
But he's got into major trouble before.
Yeah, let's see now what tires everyone puts on as the green light is now thrown. And they are doing a standing start with the restarts. And now the 5 red lights as we get going again.
And it's lights out for the second time in Azerbaijan, and we're racing again. Verhaeren took an excellent start on the softs. They chose for they opted for the softs.
What different choices we have?
Zhao Lei on the hards.
Both racing boys standed out. They lose so many positions right now. Kortekevu is P5, Jason Roy is P3.
And that's not great news when you lose positions at the start with the soft tires.
Yeah, and Zhao Lei is on hards. So what an interesting strategy for him.
In my opinion, well, he probably didn't no longer have a fresh set of mediums. Softs were maybe too risky for him. So the bet is putting hards and just going flat out on the hards till the end of the race.
As we have
And I
different,
believe it's a good strategy.
yes, we have a different.
When you don't know, it's better to maybe put a harder tire and just fully exploit it. Uh, and now the sun is shining again, and the track temperature has quite severely increased compared to earlier on. So the softs will have overheating issues towards the end of the race, possibly.
Will Afonso or Gashino actually get the podium here? Haven't stepped on the podium yet.
I believe the mediums are the ideal tire, and Casino was one of the only ones on soft and hard and had pretty much, for sure, a fresh set of mediums that he's now using. And we are not at the end of our surprises quite yet.
No,
We're only just past halfway point of the race.
Yeah,
it's a long way to go.
Got the more surprises. Scott lost 2 laps of racing because of one being then driving to the pit lane and the other one being driving them out of the pit lane. So that's the 2 laps they lost from the red flag. But yeah, we talked about this thing that red flag or safety car will change the race, and we have seen that now. But not everyone is in soft that I was talking about. They have a different choices.
Now the big question mark is how can the drivers manage these soft tires in these conditions on a track that is apparently even now past 4 p.m. Warming up with the sun that's come back.
Let's see now as Jolly is closing in. Instantly closing in, he's already trying the move on Valhalla. And he's trying both sides. Now tucking back to the slipstream. Is he gonna get past there? Yes, he's gonna
Look
try
at the McLaren's top speed, even against a Red Bull that has a good top speed, and he made it so much easier than it really is.
And Afonso has overtaken Chisaroy now.
And among the other guys on hard tires, Michael Zwart picked that option. Could be a winning move for him. Or well, winning, maybe not winning the Grand Prix, but just the move would be a winning move.
And top 4 is now separated by 2-3 seconds here. Top 4 now, top 5 now, because Kortinger was no step. So Gaule is definitely now slower than he was already. Maybe his hardware is not working, but they work definitely on the restarts.
Which is quite bizarre, to be honest.
Yeah, true. But we'll see how the race goes on. Chisaroy and Kortinger on soft fire. It's pretty interesting. There's no way they're going to get with this guy. There's now Charlie using his ERS here.
I guess Zhao Lei's goal is just to make the guys on softs behind him crazy, and at some point there will be a crossover point where he's gonna take the advantage, and Zhao Lei has not conceded the first position yet, and he's on hards and manages to defend against the rather unexperienced Verhaeren, who maybe is getting nervous in this kind of situation. He knows that he has a pretty much a ticking bomb on his car now. He knows he needs to escape away from Xiaolei. Will he be able to do so?
Xiaolei has again for the second time. Last time in Monza, this time in Azerbaijan. The same thing. Issues with the car again. He can't catch a break. What is happening with Xiaolei's car when he's up on the top?
So now that's a twist. Will Xiaolei make it to the end of the race unscathed and take the race win? He is, or he was the favorite at this point, but if he has issues, the next guy I see with an advantage is Afonso Cashinho. And maybe Michael Zwart has something to say.
Let's see.
And the Racing Bulls are just unable to make the softs work at this point.
Yeah,
Maybe they're overheating already.
Yeah, they can be.
And Verhagen is unable to escape away from Xiaolei. Now Xiaolei needs to just sit back on the slipstream and attack later in the race. Well, I'm saying that he's of course trying to attack immediately to make Verhagen work as hard as he can on his tires.
Jason Roy now overtook Afonso here, and Roy is in the DRS of the top two.
Fantastic.
We will have a four-way fight battle here.
And we have more fights behind for the points, with De La Cruz maybe trying to score a point, and it would be important for a championship. Swanson and Maradona are fighting in completely different strategies. Here, same situation as Xiaolei against Jason Roy and Philip Verhagen. The cars and softs have pretty much a ticking bomb. Oh, a collision behind, I believe. Did they collide? I believe so. There doesn't seem to be much damage, but there was a collision between who was it even? Was it Maradona and Nathaniel, or what happened?
I don't know.
I was looking at the deltas and I was not immediately paying attention.
As the cameras got to another car. Didn't see that. Xiaolei now. Once again.
This was really close to a crash.
Yeah. Xiaolei now.
And has the crossover point? Well, have we already reached the crossover point? Because Kevo is now completely dropped from Cashinho's space.
Yeah,
Michael
you can see
Zwart
Michael Zwart
is
actually
eating Kevo now. The overheating that we were speaking about is now becoming real. And it's the hottest it has been since the start of the race here in Baku. And now the hard tires and the mediums are definitely a more... Kevo, of course, has no other choice than defend his position, but how long will he be able to do just that? The soft tires are getting baked here. The hards and the mediums are more performant.
As here is the one and only Williams driver up on the P16.
And Cashinho's in P3. Cashinho's in P3, and with Xiaolei's issues, maybe Afonso Cashinho has an unprecedented chance for a Haas car to take Grand Prix win. Who knows if it is the day or if it is not. But he has a golden opportunity.
He has a golden opportunity to get everything here.
It would be so much deserved for all the hard work he's pulled off the whole season. He's shown his talent already.
He's going to Ferrari, of course, next season, so he needs the performances to prove that he's worth everything. And he's actually closing in really quick.
He has a lot of pace, and Xiaolei is now struggling a little bit. It seems in the fast sections. Is it an engine-related issue, a cooling issue, or whatever it is?
And he's trying the inside line.
With the DRS, he gets the overspeed required to overtake on the brakes. Xiaolei, though, is such a fantastic driver on the brakes. He will defend as hard as he can. And in the meantime, Verhagen has a 3-second lead. Who knows? Who knows if Verhagen will be able to survive on his softs till the end?
And now Bartek West lost out. Because Michael Spark has the DRS.
A medium soft strategy that might be working for Verhagen, but it's a long way to go. 15 laps to go. Such a long way. It could be...
De La Crosse is on the points. Out of nowhere.
De La Crosse is on softs. That's the thing. Geisner might have something to say later on. Ryan De La Crosse manages to get back into the points. Oh, what a move, Maradona. What was that? What was that? Overtake? And what a spot to try and overtake. De La Crosse retaliates, but what a fight we're seeing for the points behind. You know what? With that much fighting, we might be seeing an incident before the end of the race. There is no way on a day like today, with all the crazy stuff that's been happening, there is no way that this race ends. And mark my words, there's no way this race ends without another drama. We are not at the end of the dramas today.
Definitely not. We will have another one incoming in the 15 laps. And now Zhao Lei, he's trying the inside. No,
And this time he doesn't make it. Could be a turning point for Casino. Could be a turning point. This time he's not able to retaliate immediately. And Zwart has managed to overtake Kevu now. Kevu will have the DRS, but will he be able to retaliate in turn 3? He will at least try. He will at least try. It's important for the championship. It's a fight for the championship. Michael Zwart is trying to get points back on Kevu. And he knows it's an opportunity. He has now the tire life advantage. 15 laps to go. Such a long way for the softs. And Michael Zwart has successfully completed his overtake.
Michael Zwart has defended this position for the second lap now.
And Zhao Lei's gap to Casino is over a second now.
Yeah, Zhao Lei has lost the DRS, and Chaser Roy out of nowhere is now behind him.
What a story would it be?
What story would it be if Afonso wins this one?
The rookie Philippe Verhaeren, who's taken the seat of no less than Randy Belichick, may be on his way to a miracle win here in Baku, or
Actually, it's two rookies between each other. Philippe Verhaeren and Afonso Casino. Both are rookies.
let's say a rookie and a half rookie,
Yeah.
or should we say a super rookie and a half rookie, because Verhaeren has not even started the season in F1CC. So we might be seeing something that would be a premiere today. Would also be a first Portuguese win.
Wait, actually, Afonso now isn't the rookie driver anymore because this round marks him as a experienced driver in F1.
Technically, but we can still say he's half a rookie.
Yeah,
And Verhaeren is a super rookie next to him, of course, with pretty much 9 months of experience less
Chaser Roy
than him.
is a rookie too, so it's a 1-2-3.
And Jason Roy has managed to pass Zhao Lei, who seems to be struggling more and more. He has a tire advantage, but nobody knows, except him. Not even him knows what's happening on the car. And
2-3 actually.
Jason Roy is now pushing his hardest. And Michael Zwart is being held back by Kevu. He's 5 seconds behind Zhao Lei. The pace is just so much slower behind. I know there's 13 laps still till the end of the race, but Kevu is managing to holding the guys behind. What a wonderful defensive drive from the Estonian.
Yeah, Quartagevo needs this place. He knows championship is is on the line. If he scores 5th place or below, he will take the lead because it's 9 points. The gap is 9 points, so can't lose any more points. Let's see if we can defend against
Casino currently for the fastest lap.
Let's see now.
Michael Swart not able to pass yet. And this group is losing more and more time over the leaders. This plays, of course, in favor of Philippe Verhaeren, in favor of Alfonso Casino, and also, to an extent, in favor of Zhao Lei and Jason Roy, who are battling for a podium at the moment. And the gap from the Red Bull to the Haas is now down to 1.2 seconds. It is melting like ice on fire.
They're still side by side. And now finally Quackdevil keeps away, but he's gonna keep it. And look at this. It's Philippe Verhaeren, Alfonso Casino, and then Jason Roy, following by Zhao Lei is 5th, 4th.
One thing for sure, for the Constructors' Championship, it's gonna be a wonderful operation for Racing Bulls. And potentially a very good one for Red Bull as well. And Haas will be able to score a lot of points today. A crucial race and maybe a turning point in their season.
Yeah, definitely.
Have the top 3 in the same image. Jason Roy on his soft tires. Can he make it till the end and apply pressure on Casino till the end of the race? It is difficult to believe that.
Yeah, it's lap 40 out of 51. These tires need to go to the end, but I don't think so. We will see something.
And Kevin once again, even on burnt soft tires, is able to make a move on Michael Swart and steals his 5th position again. And this group is definitely losing time. Look at the previous lap from Jason Roy. It's a 142.2. The guys behind him on 146. Jason Roy is giving it all in.
And the 3 rookies are between 1 second of each other. We saw last season this in F2.
It's almost a cycling race we're watching, with Jason Roy just jumping in the wheels of the cars ahead and trying to survive in their DRS. That's basically the plan, I believe.
These 3 have fought a lot in F2 last season, so they are not giving up here in F1. They are three different teams like they were in F2. So we will see what happens here.
You can see how Verhaeren is now trying to manage his tires into slow sections and just getting a good enough launch in Sector 3.
Yeah,
but this is now the first time Casino will be able to clearly attack the lead.
And push away if they can, because this is now the fight. Philippe Verhaeren is leading now.
He has 11 more laps to build an attack. He shouldn't be impatient.
Now 11 laps, yes, including this one. It's 10. Now let's see Alfonso on the inside, dive bombing, and he's back.
And Casino takes the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. He is 10 laps and a half away from the ultimate grail. 10 laps separate him from a maiden Grand Prix victory, but he has 2 rookies on burn soft who are fearless, who are fighting their lives for a win, and Verhaeren attacks again and will not let his dream fly away this easily.
And let's see if it will happen now, because the rookies are fighting like they are in F2.
And message from Zhao Lei in the radio, he complains again, he doesn't know what it is about, but he's not feeling great in his car, that's for sure.
Are we back in F2 again with these 3? They are fighting
and
for a win again?
And the gap behind is monstrous. Now my question is, when do the guys on hard tires actually attack and use the full durability of their tires? It looks like they're managing, but for what? we're seeing the guys on softs actually racing harder than the guys on hards do, which is counter logic, of course.
Let's see now. Philip Verhaeren has another chance to do something here on the straight line. Let's see the top speed of both cars now.
The Red Bull is very performant in straights. He might be able to survive long enough and create himself an opportunity to overtake.
He's staying behind. He knows.
Staying behind for now.
He knows the DRS zone. He's waiting for the second DRS zone.
Pulling the tires off a little bit.
And now, definitely trying the DRS and DRS zone. Yes, he is. Look at how much he closed already. And look at how it.
And Verhaeren has built his attack for turn 3, and Cashinho on the brakes does so much hard work. He knows in the next 2 or 3 laps he needs to defend, and then he will be basically assured to win the race, because the mediums will just outlast and outperform the softs. He's 2 or 3 laps, pretty much 2 or 3 laps away from the ultimate joy. And of course he needs to remain mistake free, because now the most dramatic way to end this race would be a mistake. He needs to remain calm and collected. 2 or 3 more laps, maybe 4, of defending against Verhaeren and Roy, and he will be able to breathe again a little bit.
Look at Kortekevo's last lap, and there is a safety car now.
There's a crash behind! I was saying earlier, there is no way this race ends without any extra drama, and there is a massive crash behind.
And it's a red flag. There is another red flag now.
It's another red flag! Another red flag! And the race is interrupted with Afonso Cashinho in the lead.
Now what happens?
But no longer tire advantage. Oh, A2 Väisänen, who crashed in... That's in turn 7. It's before the castle section.
Red tire is gone now. What strategy will the teams now do? What?
And now we have a message from Cashinho's radio. Oh, that's all he didn't want to see. He had the tire advantage. He could just cruise all the way to the end. And they will now have to wait for 10 minutes. And it's going to be a 9-lap sprint race. Everyone on softs. Everyone may be on burnt softs. What a drama.
What drama have we seen here? Afonso leading this one. Now their gap is now down to 0 seconds. Oh my god, this is crazy racing that we're seeing here. The last laps will be most craziest. So that means now Afonso, what tires will everyone go? Definitely softs. I don't think anyone is gonna leave out. Now it's softs to the end.
It could be fresh mediums for those who no longer have any fresh softs.
No,
but I believe even burnt softs are more performant in this situation than mediums. Unless they're so scared of overheating, of course, then fresh mediums could be a good deal, but has anyone got mediums left? I don't believe so.
As we get the FIA message, we will wait 2 minutes, and then the drivers are gonna get back to the standing start again. So 2 minutes time, we will get the restart going. What are the strategies now? This is the most interesting part, because Xiaolei has another issue again. Nick Bayer has issues. Maradona has.
Xiaolei might actually end outside of the points.
Nathaniel has damage. Springfield has damage. Egan has engine issues, and Sardin has engine issues. Williams are outside of the points. What can Racing Bulls do now?
I mean, if Van der Steen has fresh softs, he can leap from 16th to 9th, and I'm not kidding.
What can Racing Bulls do now? And what can Michael Swart do now against Kortekevo?
Michael Zwart has softs, I believe, in the garage. Verhaeren no longer has, because he's on a medium soft strategy. He will be forced, I believe, he will be forced to put Wern hards to end the race. That's going to be heartbreaking. He's going to be forced to put hards, or maybe some Wern mediums that remain somewhere. Or maybe he has a set of 80%, 85% life softs that he can use. Cashinio most likely has another set of softs. Because he's got soft, hard, medium.
Yeah, now it depends if Afonso, Verhaeren and Roy will get a good start. It now depends on them. If they don't get a good start, Xiaolei, Quartekev and Michael Smart will have a good chance. This is now a question of time.
And not kidding, Riley Swanson, if he has fresh softs, can podium.
And as we get,
and I'm not kidding.
As we get the red flag, as we get the green flag, not red flag, as we see the green flag on the pit exit now, we are waiting until they reach the green now. And we have reached the green now. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 lights.
And it is lights out, and we are racing again and again for the third time in Azerbaijan. And everyone has some softs remaining in the garage. Of course, not the same health for everyone.
And Michael Smart has broke down. He has lost the position to Nick Bayer.
He's regained it, but it's now going to be a fair fight between everyone, tires-wise.
Yeah, now it's a fair fight. It's a sprint race to the end now. Who will remain answered?
It was not supposed to be a sprint weekend here in Baku, but it is a sprint weekend. It is a sprint weekend on Sunday.
What the dive bomb by Nick Bayer here. He's trying everything to get Xiaolei. Xiaolei has.
And Cashinio has managed to get a 1.4 second lead already. Might actually separate himself from the DRS behind. The strategy is clear for him. It's all in to separate himself from the DRS behind him. Yeah. Jason Roy losing time, struggling a little bit on his first lap. Verhaeren is third. Kevu is already up to fourth and menacing the Red Bull driver.
Yeah, we can see all three of them, Racing Bulls and Red Bull, and actually Nick Bayer out of nowhere is closing in. They're all close to Jason Roy now. Nick Bayer out of nowhere is pushing now with his outfit. Is this gonna be Alpin's biggest place?
And Nick Bayer is P5 with the mechanical issue that he declared earlier. That's the most surprising part.
As we now wait for the... As we see Afonso Cashinio leading this race with 2.7 seconds. Jason Roy closely following by Philip Verhaeren. Quartekev and Nick Bayer ending the top 5 right now. Xiaolei is again
and DRS is enabled, and now it will play to Cashinio's advantage if behind everyone just fights each other permanently.
And let's see now as DRS is open for Philip Verhaeren. Quartekev has been dropped as Nick Bayer is now trying out of nowhere. What is Nick Bayer doing?
Nick Bayer has been a man of miracles earlier this season, and he's now up to fourth with an Alpine. Can you believe that?
Alpine,
where did he start this race?
Alpine, of course, has confirmed that they will use the Racing Bulls, the Ford engine for next season, and the other, and after that, so in 2027 they will have the Ford engine till 2027, so they will continue to use the Red Bull powertrains, as we can say now. What a weekend for them so far. Let's see if Nick Bayer can continue to press us and close up to this battle. Now Philip Verhaeren is really
the gap's shrinking a little bit.
Yeah, the gap is shrinking, so he is closing in. He's actually pushing hard. We haven't seen Nick Bayer close.
Of course, that quick start heated the tires. That's of course the problem. But he only has 6 more laps to survive.
1.7 seconds is the gap. Let's see if the gap stays or if Roy or Verhaeren closes in.
And Verhaeren able to maybe overtake Roy already for P2. Roy on the brakes. Always very good. It could actually be that the Racing Bulls car that is working so well on the brakes, because Kevu has been, of course, one of the best, if not the best overtaker this season.
Definitely the best overtaker of the season. The award will definitely the
And
selection.
he's showing it yet again. Cavu with another very clean pass in
And
turn
they are in
3.
DRS, and they are in DRS of Afonso Cassinho. Can Cassinho
And
now
Jason Roy made the push back.
and as we say, it's
Also a question, who has enough fuel margin to just push maximum engine mode? And Afonso Cassinho almost lost it on the brakes, and that cost him the position. Jason Roy has taken the lead, and Cassinho is now back to second. Not even 2 minutes ago he had a 2-second lead, he's now lost the position. Can he retaliate back? Can he regroup mentally after what he probably thought was a free win when he was able to turn the situation to his advantage with the tires? How hard would it be mentally for him? But he should not give up. It is not over at all.
And
The
Roy
Haas has
has
shown
pushed away.
wonderful performance
Roy
today.
has pushed away. Roy has pushed away, and Quartekevo is actually really close to Verhaaren's back end. It's not between the rookies anymore. The more veteran drivers are in too. As Quartekevo
And
is
Kevu is applying pressure, and Michael Zwart actually is applying pressure on Nick Bayer behind. It's also so important for Michael Zwart for the championship.
Sergeant Car is complaining again, and he has the engine issues, and he's actually retiring. So
He's able to pit.
yeah, he's able to pit.
It's a gearbox issue.
And Philip Verhaeren dive bombing Afonso Cassinho here and got the position. Afonso is falling
And
away.
Cassinho is now losing time, and looks like the other teams are making the soft work better. Maybe it's the pressure that's got to him. Can he maybe use Verhaaren's slipstream to...
And Quartekevo has now talked about the mechanical faults.
And now is Kevu complaining in the radio. Looks like the podium is getting more and more sealed.
Let's see.
But in which order? But in which order?
Yeah, that's the main question right now, because Philip Verhaeren has closed in on Jason Roy, and they have dropped the fumble. But Quartekevo is really close on Afonso.
And Verhaeren trying a move in turn 16 for whatever reason, but he's now losing the momentum for the straight. But he has so much power with the Red Bull.
As we said earlier, these rookies have fighten in FCO last season for this top spot, so they know what they are doing. They know what to do here.
And Verhaeren is trying around the outside, maybe switching back to the inside.
Quartekevo is attacking. And Quartekevo...
And does Kevu have even a chance of making a podium with a mechanical issue? It looks like he's trying his hardest at least. And Verhaeren has not managed to overtake Roy yet. And Cassinho is back into DRS now.
He has DRS now on this straight, so Quartekevo will not get the best slipstream here. Oh, what type bomb? Just enough to put the tire in.
And Verhaeren around the outside of turn 4, can he make it with a better exit? I believe he has the better traction in the exit, and Verhaeren is leading the Grand Prix again. But Jason Roy has not said it is over yet, and he will have to back off for now. And with that fight, both Cassinho and Kevu are right back in the fight.
It's between these four now. Both racing was in the battle, of course. And we know that.
And Michael Zwart is now closing in at a really strong pace on Nick Bayer. He might also be in the fight in the end if he manages to overtake.
Yeah, but Michael Zwart can't get past. He has tried for 3 laps now, and he can't get past Nick Bayer, who got an excellent start.
And Lime de la Cruz might be able, and he has overtaken Jaolé for the points. Jaolé, who will not be able to save points after a wonderful race, a pole position yesterday.
Yeah, what a shame.
But his car has given up.
Yeah, his car has the same issue like last time. They didn't even fix it.
And Riley Swenson's making his way back up the order into 8th position.
And
Jason Roy trying another attack. 3 laps remaining. Is he able to take the lead again? Verhaeren does not
we are now waiting
try
for
to
an
fight
answer.
back.
And again, Michael Swart trying to overtake Nick. He's using the ERS at the right times, it seems. Nick is defending
Michael
really
Swart
hard.
not able to overtake just yet.
Swart again now tries something here. He's gonna try and the dive bomb.
And Kevu diving inside of Casino in turn 3! What a move! I believe there was even contact between both drivers.
They're still side by side. And now Quartigevu
And
got
Casino
it.
does not give up.
And now Quartigevu got it. It's a 1-3 for Racing Bulls now. Can they make it 1-2 now? It's all for grabs. It's 3 laps to go. Can Quartigevu now close back in on Philippe Verhaeren?
It's 2.5 laps to go and it's still so uncertain. Is Casino cursed for good?
Let's see now, Quartigevu is 1.3, he's holding that, and Afonso has... Quartigevu is trying to drop Afonso as soon as possible to close in on these two.
9 times in the points this season. Best result 4th, never got a podium. And he's now fallen from 1st to 4th. What a terrible outcome if it were to end this way.
Let's see, let's not curse him anymore, let's talk about this at the front. We know what the curse can do, the commentator curse. Let's not curse him anymore and let's speak about someone else.
Maybe it's gonna do the anti-curse. And Verhaeren is trying on the inside of turn 1 and has taken the leading position again. Casino is trying now to build an attack. In turn 3 looks like. He's very close. He's very, very close. He might have a great chance to overtake again in turn 3. And Jason Roy will try to do the same, but does not have enough pace to do so. And Casino has tried. He's alongside. He's gonna be on the outside though in turn 4. And Kevu closes the window. Well enough.
Nick Bayer is talking about engine issues yet again, so the race is getting worse. Let's hope the Alpine can actually finish a race in P5, because if they're not, it's gonna be very sad for them.
And Swanson and Keisner are fighting alongside in the narrowest part of the track, which is the castle section.
Side by side.
And some fact might actually try to steal positions, taking advantage of that fight. Swanson takes an advantage. He's now P7, and we should get back now to the fight for the podium, because Casino is building another attack behind Kevu.
They are not on the DRS straight as we saw. Sam Fact overtook Robin Geisner now. So Sam Fact is now at the points out of nowhere. What have we seen in Baku yet again? Yet again, Baku is delivering, and Quartigevu has been re-overtaken, but Quartigevu got the DRS now.
The Baku circus.
Did Afonso make a mistake here? Yes, he did. As we see the front battle now.
Final lap, and Verhaeren is in the lead, but for how long? He's held the lead for one more corner. He needs to resist in turn 3, and he will probably then be the Grand Prix winner. For the first time.
There is a last straight.
This is a last chance. Jason Roy for the legend, and he makes the move at the best time. Can Verhaeren retaliate in turn 4? He does. He's trying. He has the better exit. No, actually the traction goes to Roy, and he holds the lead for now. Does he have another chance later in the lap? I don't believe so. Jason Roy just needs to keep it clean till the end, and it will be another win for Racing Bulls. And Casino has managed to overtake Kevu. He's now got his podium.
But wait, there is the last race. They can overtake there too. We have seen that happening.
It is possible still, indeed. With the DRS, it is still possible to overtake there.
And this battle is not over yet. They are so close to each other, like it's in F2.
3 corners remaining. 2 corners remaining.
2 corners and now the straight line. Let's
and now it's all in.
What can Philippe Verhaeren
Does Verhaeren have enough ERS to maybe steal the win on the finish line? It's gonna be a sprint.
It's gonna be a photo finish with them. Yes, it is.
It's gonna be a photo finish. Is Verhaeren able to pass before the finish line? Is he able to do it? Is he able to do it? And Verhaeren on the line takes the Grand Prix win and wins his first race in Azerbaijan. What a finish! And Cashinho manages to defend against Kevu for a matter of maybe 0.2 of a second. What a race! It was a sprint that was more like a cycling sprint at the Tour de France than an Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
No time.
What a race!
There is no time between them. It was so close. What a finish.
The gap between Verhaeren and Roy is not even a millisecond. It is unseen in motorsports history to have a race ending this close. We're still waiting for the confirmation in the case the measurements were incorrect, but as far as it looks like, Verhaeren is winning the race.
Yeah, Verhaeren won it. Only 57 milliseconds between them.
57 milliseconds.
And Cashinho
57 milliseconds.
Cashinho got his finally he got the podium he wanted.
Was so close on his first win. He must have been heartbroken when he heard the safety car and saw the safety car signs. He was winning the race. He really was.
What a race we had today. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan at it again for the second year in a row now.
One safety car, 2 red flags, switching tires again and again, strategies crossing each other multiple times, and Verhaeren from 8th position on the grid takes his first win in F1CC and the fastest lap on the last lap. How amazing is it?
And now we got the confirmation.
How amazing is it?
Takes the lead by 3 points of Jack Def. Then it's Liam Delagras with 147 points. Then Michael Swart with 142 points. Gains 10 points more.
And the momentum shift between Ferrari and Racing Bulls is now clearly in Racing Bulls' favor. Jason Roy is back to 61 points in the championship. It is not over yet for him.
Yeah, no, definitely. Jason Roy, he's gaining back time. We go to the other bit. Of course, Alfonso Cashinho getting so many points with Philippe Verhaeren.
What a finish we've had.
Yeah.
This is insane.
This is insane.
And you said it is possible with enough years, with
I told you,
a close enough gap. It is possible to overtake before the end line.
It has always been like this. And the last 4, everyone has got the points on this season. Everyone has got the points this season. This shows how close this actually is.
And not just 1 point.
Yeah, 9 points.
Well, I believe the name of Lucas Koopman is incorrect there, but yes, it is. It is incredible.
And into constructors we go.
61-point lead for Racing Bulls, who now has the best odds for the Constructors' Championship, but second place is now to a 1-point differential between Williams and Ferrari. Red Bull overtaking McLaren and getting closer to the podium. Maybe Red Bull, with a strong end of the season, can steal a spot on the podium of the Constructors' Championship.
Will we see a Williams comeback now on the remainder of the season? So far we haven't seen them anymore. They are falling away. Their car is not reliable anymore, as we saw with Jack Def and Eren Eigen having issues. What is happening with them is the main question.
Williams no longer having the momentum and the confidence. Their car is still good, that's no question, but the confidence is gone, and that's such a
Wait, is the championship getting to Jack Def? Maybe that crash was out of frustration.
Maybe that crash means something. As if we've seen that somewhere in our scripts, that Baku could be a turning point in the season
Yeah.
because of how evenful this race could be. And this could hurt a driver's confidence to have a pretty much avoidable, let's even say stupid crash. Nobody ever crashed at the exit of that corner. It's just flat at the outside. It's just, if you don't hug the wall on the right side, you just don't touch that wall. What a fumble from Jack Tuff.
Yeah, but this was, ladies and gentlemen, this was the Azerbaijan Grand Prix 2025 in this in this form of racing. What a race, to say at least. And we, of course, me, Kevin Karstein, and Kenny Charter would like to thank you all for joining us for this live stream of racing, of course. What a race it has been. Jason Roy and Philip Verhaeren with the photo finish. What a season.
What a season, what a race. This will be in highlights of F1CC for years and years and years to come. And maybe this young man right here, you're seeing the picture on the left side. Maybe this young man's career is taking a completely different shift from today onwards. Maybe his legacy is starting today with a masterpiece of a performance. No mistake, clean overtakes, mentally very tough. Also, the audacity to originally attempt the two-stop strategy, medium, soft, soft. He was the only one to try it. And yes, he was a little bit lucky with the timings of the safety car. But sometimes in racing, you have to provoke your luck. You have to make things happen if you want to make them flip on your side. And he just did that today. Congratulations. It's been a great pleasure to broadcast this incredible race on behalf of F1CC TV broadcast. Wish you a very nice week and see you very soon for the next race in the calendar that will take place in Singapore. Bye bye.